Es como hay la energía universal, que es como la luz, que tiene mucha... La luz blanca tiene los diferentes, ¿no? Entonces cuando entra a nuestro cuerpo, a través de este chakra, por ejemplo, entra la vibración del amor o de este tipo de vibración. Aquí entra otro tipo de vibración, aquí entra otro tipo de vibración. Y tenemos que, cuando lo tenemos todos equilibrados, más o menos, y cada vez cambia, ¿sí? Pero cuando lo tenemos equilibrados, todo funciona bien. In the coast of Cádiz, near Barbate, near Vejer de la Frontera, there is an area that is a village called Caños de Meca, and it is a bay, and near the bay there's a cape, so a tongue of land that goes out. At the very top of the land there's a lighthouse. This lighthouse is called Trafalgar, and then the land continues over towards Cádiz. This lighthouse and this area was the scene for the battle, the very famous Battle of Trafalgar, and it has a lot of history attached to it. I was asked to go by a group of people in the area to have a look at the place energetically and see what traces of memory these battles have had. And when we first arrived, there was a lot of distress, there was a lot of human war memory, and it was quite an intense feeling there. But the area was very, very beautiful. It is very, very beautiful, and so we started to work there, and very slowly, as we were working in a healing way through the layers of memory, we discovered that there is a seascape temple just off the coast here. So pretty much where the battle would have been, there is a temple, which I will talk about in a bit. But what I've also understood and realized is that for this temple to function well, there is an organ, an energetic organ that is related to this lighthouse that has to be in balance. And I'll draw it here. If this is land level, and the lighthouse is this on the surface, there is also an energetic counterpart, an energetic mirror of a lighthouse that goes down into the ground, and this has to be open and flowing and in balance with the above, with the overground energy, so that this balance then enables this landscape or the seascape temple to exist. And what we discovered was that the underground energy is a feminine energy, and the overground energy is a masculine energy, and the underground one was very much blocked, and so we were working energetically to open that. And once we did, there was a whole change in the sense of the area. It's almost like it began to breathe and come to life again. And so this temple began to, it was almost like, if you imagine a temple in ruins, this temple, which is a completely energetic one, was like a temple in ruins, and it started building up again. And we later also found out that there, in this spot exactly, there used to be a temple for the goddess Juno, the Roman goddess Juno, who was a goddess of the feminine and the mother. So that was another sort of validation of what we were discovering. flute was made by my friend Max, who he's very connected to nature. He made this flute and he makes all his flutes from the elder tree, and the elder tree is connected in the Nordic mythologies to Mother Holle, who is one of the aspects of the goddess of this knowledge of the feminine knowledge. And I had this real sense that through the work in Trafalgar that I would like to go and play there with this flute. And that just these sounds, I don't know what they evoke in us something. They evoke a beauty. And so yesterday, like many other healing sessions, what happened was that we started off with listening, purely listening to what is present there, what is happening. We do that by centering ourselves, coming into an inner silence, and it's like opening a space around us that allows us to enter into another layer in the land, into kind of a listening. But then after we listened in, we kind of came up with an idea of what needs to be done and how to do that. And then it's a lot of times it's a matter of moving it through our own body. So for example, you might feel a pain in your own body that is connected to the pain of the place, or you might feel the emotions of the place through your own emotions. And by allowing these emotions to come up and to be expressed and to be kind of released, that helps the process of the place.
It's part of the healing, that we allow not to be ourselves, we allow to be part of this place.
We get a sort of a picture of what is happening in a place, and then we will talk about it. We'll see, did you feel that, did I feel that, and what do you think we need to do about it? So we have that interaction between us, and then we go into a process of doing what's necessary. We call in
healing.
Of healing, yeah. moving the energy.
Then it's changed really to healing if we know I know what she's doing, and she knows what I'm doing. So we are very close together, also in the healings. And then it has to, then we do what it has to be done. And we never know before what we have to do, because we are allowed not to be ourselves. We are allowed to be part of the process and part of the healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll allow the energies to go through our physical and emotional body.
It's a free process, and it's very, very wonderful, and sometimes it feels like, wow, what happens? I want to go home, but normally it's afterwards, and if you do this work, you are so full of love and peace afterwards. Mm.
lot of the work yesterday was about this meeting place of the masculine and the feminine, the inner and the outer, the above and the below.
The love and the war, everything was meeting yesterday there. It was very, very impressive and very strong work yesterday. We needed the flute, we needed the drum to get everything in balance, to get everything back in running.
In flow.
In flow.
Exactly, yeah. The music and the sound that we also make with our voices are very helpful with that, with moving the energy, with moving things that are blocked, moving things that are distorted, moving things that are in pain. They just assist, and with the the juggling, that really helped bring a movement to a place of stagnation. And a lot of times on the land there will be places of stagnation where there is just that need to move.
Yeah, and this is a good example, because she was saying something about above and below, and I was going up and down, and she was going above and below, it was working this connection between everything. It was for me one of those moments which was the important ones. Mm-hmm. And then it was like deblocking in one moment, so pam, 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 and the energy flow really. Yeah. After this, yes. Yeah. So we do what the intuition comes up.
What the intuition tells us, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it was beautiful yesterday. So what we call modern geomancy is a creative participation with the living aspects of the land, of the living aspects of nature. It is an understanding that the outer life of nature is also related to the inner life of our soul, and it is a participation with the subtle aspects of nature that that what we call geomancy. So when we look at a place, when we look at the life of a place, we will be looking at the physical aspects of the place and also at the creative life forces of a place, and also on the emotional landscape of a place, and perhaps the mental aspects, the sort of the projections, or the different layers of a place we will be looking at and seeing what is working, what is functioning, and what might not be functioning on that energetic level. And then the idea is that we assist with our consciousness, with our awareness. We can bring an assistance, we can bring help to a place. In the same way, it works very much in the same way as healing, energy healing for a person, for a body. You look at what is flowing and what is in balance with the energy system, and what is not, and what is stagnating and what is not in balance. You help to regenerate, and it's very much the same with the land. So there are also places, very powerful places in the land that hold very special energy that is used and recognized by people, by animals. And one such place is this coast, is the lighthouse in Trafalgar. Many people that I know that live in this area always say how special this place is, and people were very enthusiastic to come and to do work there, to come and have a look at this place energetically.
Música